Dennis Thompson and the Providence Media Special Effects Team, hard at work at CKS Films offices in Waco, Texas, diligently working on special effects for the new CKS Films and Storm Entertainment production, Operation Fallout. It's a short, live-action film shot in Central Texas, and it's full of digital effects shots, and the team at Providence Media was brought in to conquer the complicated project.
There in TV land, my name is Evan Gill, and I'm the lead animator, apparently. So I'm going to take you on a little tour through what I do. Hopefully this won't take too long.
You got work to do, boy!
This is what I'm working on right now is the, whatchamacallit, the intro for the Storm Entertainment, their logo and whatnot. They want us to do a pirate ship and all this mumbo jumbo, so I'm working on this little fly through for them.
Talking shit.
Basically the idea is, he zooms up on the pirate ship and, it goes up here, flies through the deck, and goes up the poles, and it's eventually going to come up to a flag that's waving, right? And then we're thinking of doing a transition from the flag of the Storm Entertainment logo to the flag on the compound of the Apocalypse Place or whatever. We come up with the flagpole, and there you have it. Basically simple camera animation. Now, this program, which is 3D Max, which some of you may be familiar with, is an animation modeling texturing program. It's used all over the industry to make movies, video games, you name it. Basically, all I've animated so far is this camera. And I can tell this camera to move wherever I want it.
Hi, my name is Dennis Thompson. I'm lead 3D supervisor for special effects for Operation Fallout. My primary job is to supervise, to make sure that between all the modelers that all the models come in at the same size, that they match what the actual compound that we're trying to replace are modeled correctly. Currently, as you can see, we're just finishing up the figurehead that Evan was working on, trying to make sure it matches up to the ship, add some special effects to it, such as a candle, a lantern holding a candle inside, getting some light flicker on her face.
After intensive research, we decided to remove her vest and go with a gold texture. On the other hand, the wood planks texture on the ship was a real pain.
It's one of the more tedious things in 3D is getting the texture exactly where you want it.
I'm Michael Painter, and I'm working on modeling and texturing for Operation Fallout for the main complex, or the main building in the main complex, the explosion scene. And this is what I have so far, basic texturing done for the model. Just only this side is going to be filmed, so that's all I did so far. Exactly as the pictures are. The rest of it is just going to be sort of imagined, just basically what it should look like.
Some of the fun things that we had to go through to get this particular style shot set up is we spent about a day on set actually going out with a tape measure, measuring the full building, making sure we had precise measurements.
Dennis and I went out, pad and paper, and got all the measurements down that we needed for height and length of the sides and everything like that. The journey was, we had to measure from the top of the roof to the ground, and Air Force One was here on this particular day, unfortunately, so we had to be extra careful not to get shot while we were out there running around on the roof, because the Secret Service probably wouldn't like us pretending to be snipers.
This is one of the stills from that we captured, screen captured off the video of the compound. We're going to totally replace the main building in a few scenes. Back behind the main building, we're going to have Tower 2, which is one of the main guard towers with machine guns up top and a searchlight. Off on the left-hand side of the screen, we're going to be replacing another guard tower, which will be guard tower 1. The camera is currently at the location where guard tower 3 will be, and then we'll have one more guard tower off on the corner off to the right-hand side of the screen. Things we're going to be needing to replace besides just covering up the building, we're also going to have to replace any of the telephone poles, telephone wires in the scene, due to the fact that it'll be easier in the compositing at the end to make everything give it the same look.
Hi, I'm Kyle Conyon. I'm the compositing supervisor for Operation Fallout. And right here, what I'm working on is our main 3D guy, Dennis Thompson, built a tower which I composited into this shot in different steps. The first layer we started was a still picture we took. And there's a building here, as you can see, some of it was painted out for the background because of the windows. We're going to key those out, you're going to be able to see what's in the back. So we painted over the building somewhat because we're going to replace it in 3D. And the first layer we brought in, right here, which we added a tower in the background, guard tower 1, way off in the distance. Here's our main tower for the shot. We had to render it out open like this so we could get, we were going to put video in here later on. So we had to render it out open. He replaced this tank that was here to later on it'll help when we have a shot where the camera's moving for rotoscoping, and if you don't know what rotoscoping is, which is we go frame by frame to track the 3D images with the actual live video. And next frame we turned on was the outer wall of the tower here. And we also had to key the little bit of green you see there out with the linear key right using just combustion, and there you go. Now you can see everything in the background. And after this we planned some shots. We took some of the guys we had working on there to be guards. We shot them against blue screen and keyed them out.
Do we have shots of
That's
blue
actually
screens in the
Dennis
shot?
right there, our 3D guy, pretending to be a guard for this shot, and he'll walk to and fro behind the window.
Can you play it? Or is it playing?
It'll be too slow.
Okay.
It'll be fast enough. But I ran into a little problem with this where we rendered it out as RLAs from 3D, which is great for combustion, but still the transparency information didn't come for this window, so it didn't quite work as I planned. So I had to come in the layer over here, find the appropriate window, and lower its opacity down. And as you can see, you can't see Dennis at all. So what I had to do was lower the opacity down to this window, and there he is. It's a pixelated, but as you can see, there's Dennis. Just have to play with it a little bit to get it to look appropriate. But, that's pretty much it for this shot.
The deadline for the project is still several weeks away. With the massive amounts of work completed, the team cannot lose focus, for there is still more work to be done. In order to complete the effects in time, many sleepless nights await them all.
I get to play with boobies all day.